Hello Guilty Gear GGXrd players, this is a match review of Only Mids, a North American tournament for intermediate players. It is hosted by Coquette and occurs at the end of every month. If you're interested in playing or spectating, check out the link in the cards and details. I believe there is no entrance fee, and if you win, you get to have your character drawn by the incredibly talented artist herself. Before I do start though, I want to let you know that a lot of the things I say are suggestions, and preferable solutions may differ based on player strengths and situations. I don't claim to know every character property and move interactions, so if you find a better strategy or think I missed a point, let me know in the comments. The main goal here is to start a discussion on points to improve.
Ooh, here's another one. This is well done by Novak. So when Ino does, this is called a hover dash. It's not actually dash to air dash. Yeah, it's like 669-566. There we go. That's the input. You could go anywhere from 2 hits to, well, 2 normal hits, not including the JD follow, to 4. And it's a little bit rough to deal with if you don't know what's coming. I think the Ino player's gonna press a lot of buttons, like a 4 hit. FDing is the right answer, and this is what Novak does. So this, see, it starts whiffing, and it's a lot easier to block. And especially if the Ino player does more than, I think, 2 or 3 hits, the last hit is most likely to whiff, and you might be able to get a punish. As for the Ino side, if the opponent does this, you can lessen the number of hits by going SH, delay single hit, or empty low. If they start blocking those 2, you can do tricky things with delay dust or empty land and throw. By the way, so a thing about, Stroke the Tree. You notice, I think, Chipp did 2D, and you're surprised, it went under it, see? Chipp's 2D goes higher than it looks, so it's not about your attack being a low or not, it's whether it goes into the ground or not. Out of Chipp's crouching normals, only 2K and 2S will hit Ino while she's dipping low. This is extremely hard matchup for Ino, I think, in terms of neutral. Nice 2H. That 2H is really good button in this matchup. Yeah, so good thing Novak's. I feel like Novak has a good idea. In terms of how to fight against Ino. I feel like there's a lot of good matchup knowledge. The Chipp matchup is a rough one for Ino because a lot of his high reward moves put a risk on how she wants to play neutral. Air Alpha Blade clips Ino during her dash, Teleport makes neutral note risky, and normals such as JD and 2H makes approaching really scary. This is one of those matchups that may be better when Ino plays a reactionary style. So doing things like punishing Alpha Blades on block, anti-airing JD, and throwing teleports. Once you've established that there are risks to these high reward moves, it should make approaching slightly better. Obviously, this will depend on how the Chipp is playing, but I think it's a worthy strategy to explore. Oh, could've. Close slash there. Celestine do 6P yet. Oop, his first command grab. Oh no! I could've comboed! Oh, that could've comboed too. It's the nice thing about Mei is if you air with JS, I think you could re-jump and combo without getting a counter hit. Most characters need some sort of counter hit to re-jump and combo, but Mei button's really stupid. So I think that's one really good thing to look out for as a Mei player, because you're gonna be in this situation a lot. Yeah, you can. Oh gosh, this character makes me so angry. So It might not be a bad idea to just throw out SH. And if you get a counter hit, it's also a free rejump. How do I do anything though? Do I super jump? There you go. So much damage! Oh my god, this character. But anyways, highly recommend. Oh, yeah. Gotta block the other way. Oops. But if you're not thinking about this move, it goes left, right. So you want to block normally. Once it goes past you want to block the other way, etc., etc. And Chipp always will land on their side. So if you block one, unless you're on the ground, it's not gonna hit twice. By the time you block it in the air, you're on the ground before the second hits, and so you want to start dashing and moving towards the other side. The difficult part with Ina with this is that she goes into the air, so you gotta be a little bit careful to not dash up too high and get clipped by the subsequent hits. Doesn't work on Chipp because it's weak up. Nice. Block the other way. So see, that's the thing. You gotta start dashing towards the other side. You gotta. It's always gonna end up on the other side. Yeah, so this is the thing. Yeah, if this would have usually worked, but you have to delay your Okizeme so much against Chipp. Definitely not my favorite part about this game, but it is what it is. Nice. Relay. Chipp's wake up is very slow. One of the slowest in the game. So you have to adjust your wake up timing, as you know, it's very, very painful. Yeah, that does not work on Chipp unless you delay. It's actually not a bad strain. Yeah. Actually, there's a huge delay cancel window, so you could do that. So, always delay. It's a rough part about Chipp. Oh, let go. I feel like a lot of Raven players and Baiken players, because both have something that absorbs and you could change attacks accordingly afterwards. A lot of people, especially Raven, let go early, and it ends up getting counter hit or hit on the recovery of letting the move go. So sometimes in a lot of situations you might just want to hold it down. And if you have meter, then you could probably RC off of it or do an overdrive. But letting go here, right? You eat the hit, and it doesn't help, right? That's why this is what I've noticed, because I played first slice bread for a long time. The better he got, I feel like he holds down Azami a lot longer than when we first started. Because there's a lot of situations where just holding it down, even if an attack is coming or a different setup's coming, is sometimes better than just letting go and getting hit afterwards. Nice. Oh, gotta let go too. But that's another rough part about doing stance in the corner in the situation without meter. I feel like it's all risk. If you have, let's say, 1 bar or 2 bars, then you could wire C or go for an overdrive. So you get a direct return out of situations like this. But when you're doing stance with no meter, and in your corner where you can't run away or push if the opponent, you can't push the opponent off that easily, you're more prone to command grabs, and if they just do like buttons, you might get counter hit in the situation. So it's all about risk reward, right? There's just all risk and almost no reward, because you can't cancel. The recovery on Hit Me Here stance is a little too long. I've noticed bridges in safe jumping. I wonder if the players are aware. Backdash out, yeah. I think in this case, because this is such a backdash situation, because the ball, when you have this many hits and this much pushback, the ball's never gonna hit. So a lot of players will backdash or jump back. And 2K here is not, I don't specifically use it because I think the active frames are very little. Here, let me check. Let's check. It's hard to meet, and it just loses the backdash. So the active frame is 3. So 5K. 5K is what I do. In this situation, running up in 5K is a lot better because you have 7 frames of active instead of 3. And if the opponent jumps, and even if you do late, the 5K is going to get hit because the hitbox is really high. So this is the button you want to press, or at least I would press in this situation. Nice dash up. Nice throw. Nice, yeah, that was a good combo decision. But unfortunately, Raven just happened. Oof. I like the idea of backdash. I would actually. So I've noticed bridges, when doing the air needles, always throwing it out to where the opponent is. I'm not saying that's bad. Don't get me wrong. But generally, a lot of people dash forward when they expect a needle. So a lot of times, just throwing it down, doing the more angled, the downward angle one, the P version rather than the K version is better, because if they're dashing up, they'll get hit or they'll need a block. But if they stay full screen, the needle will whiff. But if they're staying full screen, there's not much risk. So you could kind of train the opponent to be like, I'm throwing a needle, but you shouldn't dash up kind of situation. But if you just keep always doing the K needle, people are gonna throw up. And that was another thing in the Soul matchup where the K needle was happening all the time, and Soul was going through it by doing dash. Sorry.
It's like an FPS rocket. You want to shoot where the opponent is going and not where they're at.
Oh no. Where's the scratch? Yeah. Don't burst. Don't burst, like I said. See, this is all burst safe. Yeah, no need to respect. Ooh. Also, this here, we'll talk about this afterwards. That can be burst safe.
Most of Raven's instant air glide strings are burst safe. The only opening is between glide hit to JS, which is a very common string. However, Raven players can swap JS with JP to make the entire thing safe. So your best bet is to wait till they land to continue the combo. At least at this point, they are forced to do hard reads such as jump cancel or Roman cancel. I hope you found these helpful. If you like this and think I should continue for future tournaments, let me know in the comments. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.